Hey, how y'all doing? Hi, this is new episode of Champagne Conversations with me, Kim, and I hope everyone has had a great week. It's the weekend, it's Saturday. If you're off, you can relax, chill out. Hey, tomorrow is Sunday, and Sunday is self-care Sundays where you do something for yourself. So make sure y'all do something for yourself tomorrow. Please and thank you. But anyway, we gonna get on this topic, which is baby preparing these children for the real world. Because what I'm seeing, we need to do better as parents, even myself, because I have one that's about to graduate in May and starts college in August, and she's about to have 7,000 anxiety attacks. So, hey, we got to get these kids on the road. Hey, Keisha, baby, how you doing? Hey, mama, that's my mama. How you doing, mom? Tell mama I said hi. I know y'all watching. Baby, we need to get these kids in order. And it really has a lot to do with parents not being able to let go and wanting to shelter them when these kids don't need to be sheltered. Like, they know what the hell they're doing. They've been exposed to way more than we could ever think. Hey, Shanti. Hello, 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 everybody. Hey, Trisha, how you doing, girl? Good to meet you. Good to see you. Who and when I tell y'all, when I am ministering to y'all, I am ministering to myself because I have two that I just look at them and just be like, oh my God. I have one that's going to be out of the house in a few months, and then a senior. Like, they going to be starting to go by their own paths and have their own minds and want to do things away from you. And that's good. But as a parent, that is terrifying. But it's good because, I mean, let's face it, we're not immortal. Our kids are going to have to know how to do things without us being around, without us being there to guide them. So we have to prepare them as they are growing up so the transition into adulthood is not too crazy. Because, baby, some of these kids that I see walking around here that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 are not ready for the real world, baby. They don't even know what a credit score is. They don't know how to balance a checkbook. They don't know arithmetic without a calculator. They can't even write problems down on paper. Like, are y'all raised in a cave? I'm trying to figure it out. So we're gonna start from conception, birth, till adulthood on what we need to do to prepare these kids because, whew, baby, it starts from birth. The time that baby falls out your cat, they cut the cord and hand it to you. You need to start preparing that baby. You need to start preparing it right there. You want that child to be a working, functioning organism in this world, not dependent on you or other people, because that child or person can be so codependent on somebody else. They'll get latched on to somebody else, and baby, be in the cult some damn well. You wonder where your child is. They running through the trees with George of the Jungle because you did not teach them how to not be so dependent on other people. It's crazy. Well, like I said, it starts from birth. Having a child, of course, you're going to do, keeping it clean, changing, feeding, loving, and all these other things. But we also need to teach these children how to love, and they learn how to love from you. Everyone was like, "Oh, they just a baby. Oh, they don't know. Oh, that child will figure out very quickly that you ain't worth a damn if you're not a good mother or a good father." I'm not even gonna put this all on the mamas. Some of y'all daddies need to be slapped on y'all ass too, cause y'all ain't shit. So therefore, we're gonna talk about that. Another thing that gets on my nerves is when you have a small child and you pick the child up and it starts crying. They be like, "Oh, put that baby down. You gonna spoil it." How is loving? You want somebody to comfort you when you crying. You want somebody, you know, to hold you close and let you know that it's okay. It's impossible me, me. My opinion. Like I said last time, opinions are not facts. My opinion is you cannot spoil a baby. It's impossible. It is impossible to spoil a baby. And some people be like, well, and you can't move around. You can't do this. You can't do that with a baby. Find something for that child to do. I didn't carry my kids around. If I had something to do when both of my babies were up, guess what we did? I either got a coloring book or I got some paints. When my kids came out, they had the crayon things where it only works on that paper. The markers and the paints only worked on that paper. Baby, I lived by them. Crayola got all my money when those came out. If my kids were up and I had to cook or clean or do something, them kids went on my hip. I found something for them to do. It's easy. Like some parents just don't want to put in the work to entertain their kids, and that's ridiculous. They would rather throw a pad or iPad or Samsung or whatever the hell device in front of their face and just have them watch the TV all day. No, let's not do that. Let's be a little better. Yeah, because they're codependent on other people, and it's also an attention thing. We are putting our children in so much danger because we are not providing positive attention. I'm going to say positive because attention is attention. And if your child is damn near burning down buildings just to get some attention from you, then somebody needs to talk to you. That child is reaching out for your attention and for your love. And if they can't find it from you, they will go somewhere else to find it. And that is fucking scary. It's okay to be a stalker parent to a point because I am a picky. What you doing? How you doing? You okay? But then I know like I'm not gonna be able to do that like all of their life. So it's like I have to pull myself back and Dex be like, Kim, leave them goddamn girls alone. They fine. Baby, I be in their room every 2 seconds. How y'all doing? What y'all need anything? Got you gotta step back. Because when they're not in your household, they need to learn how to function without you, if that makes sense. Because now I started to do that, and like my kids will just get up, like if they're hungry, we'll get up and a kid be in there making ravioli with marinara sauce and garlic bread. And should I be sitting there like, you doing all this? It's like I had to step back because these children are more independent than we give them credit for. And that's even when they were growing up. When my girls were able to tell me what kind of clothes they wanted to put on. Okay, you want to wear a blouse, some go-go boots, and some leggings. Okay, baby, go and put it on. Let's get it. I allow them to express themselves. I allow them to be independent. And growing up, You can help a child out. It's no problem helping a child out. But when they acquire that skill, let them do it. It's fine. Let them do it. Because you don't want these kids 15, 16, 17 years old, don't know how to make a bed, don't know how to wash their ass properly, don't know how to cook. No, it all starts when they are younger, if that makes sense. Because, like I said, a lot of people are hindering these kids while they are young. So now they're becoming middle school, teenage, young adults, and the only thing they can do is boil ramen and make pizza rolls. Like, what are we doing as parents to prepare these children for the real world? Because we're not immortal. They will put us in the ground one day, and I hate to say that. It's a harsh reality. Our vessels will give up, and hopefully, we will leave our children. And we want our children to be able to live with. I tell mine all the time, I'm preparing y'all for when I'm not here. It's a harsh reality. It is what it is, though. It is, but I'm talking about babies. Like when they start getting older, you have to start establishing boundaries. Like these are things that you can and cannot do. So, and then once you start establishing that, they know their boundaries. You know about your boundaries with them. They know the boundaries with you, and go on from there. So yeah, some people do feel that you can spoil. I'm talking about children, cause I already know you try to dig at me about the terror squad down there, and yeah, that is my fault. That my fault. Don't I know that's my fault with them too. They're my babies though. We talking about the dogs. So. All my kids lived on blocks. Baby, they had them big um cardboard ones that look like bricks. They had the big Legos. They had the small Legos. They had all type of blocks, and they were a lifesaver. Ooh, that was a lifesaver. Yeah, I mean, with I think do believe Caden is younger. It's scary out here, and you have to check and see who your kids are talking to. All of my kids, their social medias, I'm on. I will go through their comments, go through their pictures, be like, delete that or do something. Who? I'll ask in a minute. Who is this? Why they on your page? You know them? I, in a minute, because social media is scary. Social media is a blessing and also a curse. You can meet some of the most beautiful, genuine people on social media, and you can meet the demons of hell on social media. And you just have to be able to conduct yourself and be able to maneuver through social media. Because, baby, it's some people who are oversharers, and you will know what they ate, what they fart smell like, and everything else. Because they put everything out there, baby. You can't do that. Not now, baby. Folks pulling addresses and everything else. Mm-mm. So yeah, you gotta that I do agree with. You gotta check on them babies. That's yep. I remember that. And yep. And I did mine the same way. As soon as they acquired a skill, I let them do it. And now shit, they down there making meatloaves, frying chicken. Only thing they really can't do is bake too much. Because I'm a baker, but I don't bake a whole lot. I would just rather just cook. So like beans and greens and things like that, they know how to cook. Now, if I'm just gonna sit there and just let them do it, I'll stand in the corner and kind of look at them, but I let them do it. Yeah. Oh yeah. I go to friend list. Baby, who is this? How old is that? Is that their real picture? How old are they? I don't play. I do not play. I got two girls. I do not play. Yeah, I do agree, but I still I trust my child. This is the other people. I don't trust everybody, and so it's kind of like a mama bear type thing. But I mean, I get it. So nephew just cooking tonight, he don't know it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Gone. Gone have flipping and wrist. But yeah, it starts from birth. It sure does. Let's go to the next topic because baby, I can run my mouth. Who? Okay. I'm going to explain this first. It's a lot of people out here that are raised on love. And it's a lot of people out here who were raised on survival. There are two different things. And we're going to get into it because once you look at a person and how they act, you know what they was raised on. And we're gonna get into that too. We're going to get into that too. Because you're gonna have to sometimes you gotta let these babies trip and fall. And don't hit them with the I told you so's. Use that as a teachable moment. But we finna get back to this love versus survival. It's some children who are raised on love, loving, caring parents and or parents. It's okay. If you are a single parent with these kids, that does not mean to take out your singleness and your bitterness because of your situation on your child, because your child did not ask to be here. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let's get back into it. Raising your child in love is with understanding, teaching them boundaries, creating a positive organism in this world. But you will also teach them not to take no shit because it is very easy to take shit when you are a loving person. You will run into narcissistic, opportunistic type people if you are a loving, giving person. So you will have to teach them how to love, but also teach them boundaries and how not to overlove. All right. How someone is living on survival. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Most of us were raised on survival. You knew certain things you could or could not do, or you was going to get that ass beat, or something bad was going to happen to you because of that. You were afraid to do things that you wanted to do because you did not want a negative reaction. That is being raised on survival. These are parents who have no boundaries. You know, they want to be their kids' friends. Hey, I'm your best friend. We finna party together. We finna pour these bottles together. We finna do this. We finna do that. I have seen kids as young as 10 years old drunk. I have seen kids 8 years old smoking. Ask them, what the hell are you doing? Oh, I smoke with my daddy. Oh, I smoke with my mama. What? So we going there. Was. Yes, it was. Oh, let's get it. Oh, when you are raised in love, you are respected. You are listened to. Your feelings are valid. You can come to either one of your parents with a question or concern, and you are not fearing making them mad or having a bad reaction or, something negative. When you're raised on survival, like I said, you are taught fear is respect. You would do as I say, or blase, blase, blase will happen. You can come to them with a problem and they'll be like, oh, what? You too young to feel like that, or you too young to do this, or you too. If your child has a question, I don't care if my child was 5, and if they ask me a question, if I got to dumb it down so a 5-year-old will understand it, I'm gonna try my best to make it age appropriate. But I will answer that question, and then I will ask them, "Where did you get your information from?" Because I want to know. That's just me. And you don't get mad when you do that, because if you're talking to your child and you're angry and they see that they have made you upset as a child, they're not going to ask you that again. They're not going to come to you again out of fear of making you mad, because what child really wants to piss their parent off? No child really does. Who a child raised in love has communication skills, because guess what? You have a camaraderie with your parents. You have communication, so therefore you take those skills and you will go somewhere else with those skills. You will know how to articulate and let folks know if what they're doing wrong, how you feel about it, how they wronged you, or if you have wronged them, they will take accountability, because holding someone accountability, holding somebody, you know what I'm talking about, accountability is a form of love also, because if you are wrong, you let that person know that they are wrong and how they need to correct it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with holding your child accountable. There's nothing wrong with holding your friends accountable, because some of y'all got some ratchet ass friends that y'all need to tell them that they wrong. And as a real friend, you need to pull them to the side and be like, you dead ass wrong for that. You are dead ass wrong for that. Holding somebody accountable is one of the biggest forms of love that you can do. And we need to start holding these children accountable. When they act up in school, don't immediately jump on the side of the child. Oh, I heard that you in here talking to my baby this kind of way. Oh, you in here doing this and doing that. What the hell did your child do? Your child jumping on tables. The teacher asked your child several times to get down, and they still jumping on the table acting a fool. And once the teacher goes and picks the child up and takes them off of the table, then all of a sudden you want to holler and scream. That's assault. You want to go up there and whoop the teacher ass, but you not whooping your child ass or getting into your child, because whooping is different than beating. If you are whooping your child because they did something wrong, now leaving marks and all that other stuff and all that, that's craziness. I'm not for that. But if you are disciplining your child because they're acting an ass in school, being disruptive to other kids' education, and then you go in there and get in the teacher's face because the teacher had to correct your child, something is wrong with you. Yes, accountable. I was trying to get that out, but I just, my head was saying it, but my mouth was saying something else. I don't know what the hell was going on. That was kind of crazy. Yeah, I do too. Because you have to. You have to. These kids will have you up here acting crazy. And they wrong is two left shoes. But even if you're not holding your child accountable and not teaching your child boundaries, they could be wrong as two left shoes. Know that they wrong, but they know their mama gonna come up here and act a fool because they teacher touched them. But you jumping all up and down on the desk like something crazy. So yes, All right, when you raise your child in love, you allow your children to feel. If they come to you and say, "Mom, I'm sad," listen to them. Listen to them while they sad. It may be because they was watching Backyardigans and Pablo fell and scraped his knee and they're upset because Pablo now is hurting. Listen to your child. Allow them to be upset for Pablo and let them know that Pablo is going to be okay. Because on the next episode, he dropping it down low with the Megan knees and he's just fine. So, allow your child to process their feelings and get it out. When a child is raised in survival, their feelings are not validated. Oh, what you know about being depressed? Girl, you so years old. You too young to be depressed. You too young. What you sad about? You living in this house. You ain't got this. You ain't got that. I got to do all this. If anybody should be sad, it should be me. You just invalidated that child. You need to let that child know that what they're feeling is real and how they need to process it. That's why we have all these children out here who are just balls of mad and balls of sad and just balls of everything because their feelings have been invalidated for so long. Now they're out here just acting a fool because they do not know how to process those feelings because they were not allowed to. That is scary. That really is. And all you have to do is, as they are growing up, just raise these children in love. Teach them boundaries, respect them. There's nothing wrong with respecting your children. There's nothing wrong with respecting their space. Yes, that is their room. Yes, you pay the bills. You pay the lights, gas, water. You put food in their stomachs and woo this and woo that. Everything you put in their room, you bought. But still respect their space. Am I the kind of one to be like, oh, I knock on the door and all that stuff and get in my child? I sure do. I'll probably tap one time, just let her know I'm coming. I'm still opening the door. She not finna tell me if I cannot come in. I'm still working on that. But I will tap and let her know I'm coming in. Aids me. But I will respect her things. I will respect her space. I respect their feelings. I respect their actions. Even if I don't agree with what they're doing, I'm going to respect them. Oh, you gonna learn. When everything goes hell in the handbasket, you gonna learn. We ain't talking about me. Shoot. So, anyway, that's my fiance. So, we pick at each other. Girl, they be dropping it low. Unique one, girl, Unique will be getting it. Unique will be getting it. Girl, don't play with my girl. Exactly. Oh, I'm gonna let you know I'm there. I ain't looking to just barge in. I'm not one of them. But hey, love versus survival. It will make two different kids. I'm telling you, two totally different kids. What? Girl. The Backyardigans? That's one of the shows that I would actually watch. Backyardigans and Blues Clues. That shows I would actually watch. Now this Coco Melon mess. Like I tell everybody, I'm so glad I don't have no little babies because I will not be watching Coco Melon. I can't even stand the way it come on. That little blink, 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 I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll be to cut my TV off, snatch the plug out the wall. I can't do it. Everybody was like, "Oh, that's only how they get their kids to sit down, baby." Bless you abundantly because I couldn't do it. I don't even know what the characters look like. That's how much I stay away from Coco Melon. That and that damn Baby Shark. I hate that song with the purplest passions available. I can't do it. Oh my God. I hear that little dun 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 dun. I'll be ready to fight. I'll be ready to swing on the nearest available person. I can't do it. Do you need a hug? I liked Backyardigans. I liked Backyardigans because they show the kids how to use their imagination. Because they be in Egypt deep in there dancing, walking like an Egyptian and everything else, and it's all in their backyard. Come on, how you can't love that? It's the backyard. Y'all know when y'all was kids, y'all mom used to throw y'all in the backyard. I know I be out there 4, 5 dogs in the backyard. I know I did and had the funnest time. Now, Dragon Ball Z is a gateway, gateway drug to anime. My kids watch anime. My fiance watches anime. He was downstairs watching Seven Deadly Sins while I was getting ready for the show. It was kind of interesting. They got some dude on there named Bond Havel, and he's immortal, and he was fighting some, and he was loving on some chick named Eileen or some shit like that. And then she came back from the dead and was mad because he was running around with some other chick, and and then another chick came with this like demon looking thing and cut the man in half, and he like sold himself back together. It's kind of crazy. It was interesting. I leave that to them. I can't do too much. Oh Lord, here we go. Oh, here we go. Dora was not that bad. I just needed to know why her mama and daddy didn't have CPS in their life. Because if my child was running around with a talking backpack and a monkey and some big ass boots, that put me under the jail. Then fool around and had some kids, some twins. Then Dora had them. They driving cars and shit. Where's their parents? See, here he go. That just lets y'all know how much I pay attention. That is out my pay grade. Sure is. Sure is. It sure is. Yes, indeed. See, now it's called Seven Deadly Sins. I think it's like 4 seasons or something. I may be giving y'all some false information. I don't know yet. But I think it's on is it on Netflix, baby? It's somewhere around here. See, there we go. Seven Deadly Sins. There you go. Y'all got some more people for to watch it. Whew. Baby, that was not paid promo. I don't know these people. But if they want to slap your girl a check, I'll take all forms. Cash, credit, cash app, food stamps, Section 8 vouchers. I take all of them. She did. Mostly all characters never change clothes. Like Bart Simpson has been wearing the same red shirt and blue shorts, and when they go to church, he has on the same stuff. Like, don't they get musty? Like, at this point, all of them should have crotch rot because they literally wear the same thing. So yeah, I get you on that one. All right, we go to the next because baby, we just jumping all over the place. Whew, I had touched on this, but y'all need to let these children express themselves. If they are able to express themselves in a healthy way during childhood, adolescence, teenage years, they will grow into adults that can properly express themselves without violence or some other crazy ass reaction. Because it's a lot of hurt individuals that do not know how to express themselves because they were not allowed to. There is nothing wrong with doing mental health checks with your kids. Just tapping on the door. Just, hey, how y'all doing? Y'all okay? Is everything okay at school? How you feeling? It's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Let these children express themselves. And some people express themselves in different ways. If your child likes to draw, if that's the way they express themselves, go get them sketchbooks. My children have minted sketchbooks because both of them draw. They have art tablet. They can. Well, I have one likes to write. She wants to be a journalist. She can write very well. Her email skills are immaculate. If y'all want to know a nice way to say fuck you in an email, my daughter got you. Her email skills are immaculate. And she does not use a cuss word. It's amazing. Yes. I'm reading the comments, y'all. I'm sorry. But yes, allow these children to express themselves and teach them if they're having, because some kids don't like when they're younger. Because my thing that I did with my started when I started talking, I would tell them use your words. Like sometimes they don't know the word. Are you mad? Are you sad? Are you happy? Because sometimes kids will be crying and having a fit and they happy. They just don't know how to express it. They don't know how to explain it. Like go through all of the emotions. Teach them their emotions. Even if you have to get the little chart with the faces on it, the little happy face, the crying face, the little excited face, and how you feeling. And they can pick a face. You're mad. This is mad. This is happy. This is like teach them so when they're able to actually use their words, they can tell you, I'm mad, I'm sad, uh, I'm happy, I want to fight, I want to do. If they want to fight, give them a pillow. Let them beat that pillow's ass. Because I would rather them swing on that pillow than try to swing on me. I was raised in the hood. I love my kids, but fuck them kids at the same time. Because you swing on me, I'm going to have to put you to sleep. You're going to take a nap. And that's on who? Mary Had a Little Lamb. Because I'm telling you. But yes, even if your child is having a tantrum, you can, I see that you are upset. You are down there having a fit. I'm going to let you go ahead and do what you got to do. But when you get up, when you clean your face, we're going to have a conversation. Because that's not how we express ourselves properly. It's fine. It is fine. My children did not have a lot of tantrums. But if they tried to, I left their ass down there. Went about my business. Because if you don't show them no kind of, I went about my business. If you don't show them no type of attention, they're going to be like, what? Where mom at? Where she? Let me go find her. And we're going to talk about it. When you do find me, we're going to talk about it. But that me. I wasn't wrap too tight. So apparently I did something right because my kids are, they all right. They okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And it's nothing wrong with that. Some people feel like kids, a child to stay in a child place. Okay, how that child gonna learn? So once that child gets out of a child's place and goes to an adolescent place and they didn't learn shit in their childhood, what type of adolescent are they gonna be? You know, as parents, it is for us to teach our children the ways of the world because they're not gonna stay in our house forever. I mean, some do. Some do. Some will stay in their mama's basement until the casket drops. I don't plan on raising nothing like that. Nobody that fell out my womb or cut out my womb is going to be so dependent that they never leave. That's not my goal in life. That is not my goal in life. I want to be able to walk around my establishment naked with socks on, with painted toenails, and not have to worry about I'm in the kitchen eating ice cream with a spoon, and here come my child telling my mama, get your boob out the sink. I want to be able to put my boob in the sink in peace. So I want my children to be able to live outside of me. That's my goal. That's my goal in life. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, they can swing. They ain't gonna swing on me no more though. I keep telling you these arms might be bad, but adrenaline don't care. Adrenaline don't care that these arms is raggedy and shoulders are shredded. Like carnitas. They don't care. Adrenaline don't care. I'm gonna try my best and cry for 3 days. Exactly. And that's what these children need to learn how to do. Effectively communicate. Exactly. Because in this real world, you can't go to your boss and get when you get mad and all of a sudden you cussing your boss out. You want to put hands on, telling them pull up and all this other stuff because you mad about your paycheck. No, we can't do that. You will be without a job. Oh, yes. Allow them to express themselves so they will be able to when they get older out here in this world. All right, we're going to the next section. Oh, I see so many people not out here supporting these babies. And that is sad. What I'm going to say is going to piss some people off. And I'm okay with that. Because ain't nobody going to check me. Ain't nobody going to roll up on me. So, or her dog, or his dog will holler. They go holler. We need to support these babies. We need to support them. And whatever they are legally doing. Now, I'm not saying if your child is running a trap house and you back there in the kitchen whipping. I'm not saying support. I'm not talking about that type of support. I'm talking about okay. Don't be like, well, Miss Kim, you said support your child. And my kid is the weed man, and I want to make sure he got premium dope. So you buy it from the plug. No, we're not talking about that, baby. So if your child is in school, I don't care what type of award ceremony it is, baby. Your child could be getting a certificate for perfect attendance. Be there, baby, because it's heartbreaking for a child to be at an award ceremony, big or small, and they look out in that audience and they don't see somebody there to support them. That's a hurting ass feeling. That is a hurting feeling. Most ceremonies, I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. Most ceremonies that they have, they give y'all a date at least 2 weeks, a week or two in advance. That's if the school at least knows what the fuck they doing. And sometimes at the beginning of the year, they give you something that's called a calendar that lets you know the ceremonies. If you know your child is going to be on the A honor roll, B honor roll, on honorable mentions honor roll, if you know your child is going to be there for attendance, even if they have perfect attendance, like I said, if they're going to get some kind of trophy, some kind of accolade, somebody needs to be there for that child. Support these babies. If you can't get the time off from work, try to send somebody else. Because I already know If I can't be there for mine, Dex gonna be there. If Dex can't be there, Dre gonna be there. If Dre ain't there, Jake gonna be there. I'm find somebody that a face that they know is gonna be sitting in that audience to give them that support and watch them get their accolades. It's nothing wrong with that. At least they got support from one. That's what I'm talking about. Support. I ain't gonna call the cops, but you ain't gonna whip it here. Y'all better go buy them a shed or something. They can't do it here. If the cops come in, I'm be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Go look in their rooms. They got anime posters. They ain't selling no dope. They watching shit garbage or some shit. They watching something. And playing Switch. My baby got Kirby all over her room. Baby don't sell no dope. Exactly. It is very heartbreaking for a child not to have somebody out there for them. No matter how small. That is heartbreaking. Mm. It makes all of the difference. Knowing that they are supported and they are loved, they will strive harder to make sure that they keep that support. If you're there, even like I said, even if they see students, if they're not getting an honor roll, they gonna make sure, Mama, I can't miss no days. Rain, sleet, hell, high water. That baby gonna try to get to school because they know you gonna be proud of them. They gonna try harder. If they're not on the honor roll, they're gonna try to get to the honor roll just to see your smiling face when they walk across that stage. I'm telling y'all, support these babies. Oh. Well, like I said, also support, but do not lead them astray. You can support, but don't give them no false hope. Don't give them no false hope. Please. See, there we go. Y'all come get him. This is what I gotta deal with. They do. They eat what they eat. Eat. I'm sorry, but they be double fisting the money. They do. That they do. See, that's that's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. You could at least sober up a little bit for your child. My hats off to you because you are a teacher. Hats off to you because, baby, my mouth too slick, and I be done got fired or pulled to the side or had to throw hands because of this right here. I be done hurt her feelings. You don't do that. Yo, God, I got mad. Like I said, baby, support them, but do not lead them astray. Make sure that what you are supporting them is within their capabilities. Because I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Every child is not capable of some of the things that they want to do. Like, okay, some child wants to be an athlete. Fine, baby, be an athlete. Do what you got to do. But they don't want to put the work in. You got to talk to them. Look, if you want to do such and such and such and such, you have to do such and such and such and such. If you don't do that, then your dream will never come to. It will never. You have to be able to push them and support them until they get it. You wanna run track, but you don't even get up. You don't jog, you don't work out, you don't do nothing. You just gonna wake up and be a track star? No, you're not putting the work in. You have to let these kids know in order to achieve these goals, they have to put the work in. These kids now want instant gratification. They want to just, I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but they not putting no work in. That don't happen. You gotta work with everything. You need to teach these kids that they need to work for it. And be realistic. Don't sugarcoat shit. Because when they leave your side and go out here into this real world, these folks don't know them. They're not going to sugarcoat anything for these kids. They're not. They're not at all. When they start a job, they do their little training. Once they take their test and they're able to do, it's a wrap. They're going to be expected to have a level. They're going to and keep that level. That will all come if you teach your child that you have to work in order to reach your goals. Support them, but also teach them. It's really. And when these children fail, support them. That is one of the best ways that you can support. If your child fails, dust them off. Tell them you love them, kiss them on the forehead, throw their ass right back out there. Throw it back out there. Do not let your children give up. If it's something that you know that they want and it's something that you know that they can do, don't let them give up. And if they do decide to give up, it's okay. Better luck next time. It's all right. Because some people are once bitten, twice shy. That's just how some people are. And if they are like that, still support and stand by them. Let them know that failure is okay. And better luck next time. Hey, how you? Thank you for stopping by. Mm-hmm. Now, birds are savages. Birds will throw your ass out. Won't care. You hit the ground, you hit it. That's some savages. But yeah, you have to. Sometimes you gotta and let the chips fall where they may. And too many chips fall. Help them clean them up. Put the chips back in the bag and keep it popping. Yeah. And stop setting these kids up for failure. Stop it. Stop teaching these kids they have to be the best. Stop teaching these kids that number one is the only number that there is. Because once they're not number one, once they're not the best, they're going to feel like a failure. He sure did, because in front of me, I have some flashcards that I wrote everything down. I have a nice laptop, and I also have a nice ring light over here in front of me, and this light right here that's in front of me. And I have a nice king size bed in front of me, and I have a nice nightstand in front of me. I have a bottle of water over there, a trash can in front of me, and it's very, very nice. So I feel that I am blessed. I am, because I have all this stuff in front of me. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad that I'm not the only one that knows that I am blessed. Thank you for reminding me. Girl, stop playing with me. Quit playing in my face, Trisha. But yes, because once they don't see that they're not going to be number one all the time, once they see that someone else is always going to be, someone can be, not always, I'm not, ooh, ugly word, someone can be better than them, they're going to feel like a failure. That's going to knock them down. I'm going through that right now. Whoo, baby. And so it's a hard thing to rewire someone who has been taught that. Because, I mean, the perfect example was that idiot that was the president a few years ago, from 2016 to January of this year. Because, he was taught that, he had to be the best. He had to be the best color orange. He had to be the best everything. So when he lost, oh, they're cheating. Oh, we've been electing presidents since the first president. And now all of a sudden, we don't know what we're doing. They don't know how to count. They don't, oh, the election was rigged. It was stolen. Woo this and woo that and da-da-da and da-da-dee. And I'm like, what? Bro, you just lost. Perfect example. Taught that you have to be the best and you are the best and everything else. If you don't win, everyone else is cheating. All right, so these pages I actually did myself. I'm not finished with this one. That one actually is going to go with this one. This is the Black woman. And since we are the creators of all colors, that's why she has all different skin tones in her skin. And that's going to be the male equivalent to her, the Black man with all the different skin tones, because we created skin tones and shit. So they're going to be looking at each other. They're going to be sold as a set. And I have some over there that y'all can't see. But yeah. I don't know what I'm going to name it yet. But because I was just going to do the woman. And she was going to have, her hair was going to be different flowers. But then I was like, I just like this one. I don't want to ruin it, And so I don't know what kind of hair I want to put on the man. But they're going to be looking at each other. I like dogs too. I have two. They're named Eden and Athena. They are the apples of my eye. I love them to death. And so, yes, do not set your kids up for failure because they will not always be number one. They will not always be the best. And failure is going to happen. And we have to let them know that it is okay to fail, just not to give up. So, they'll be able to handle shit like that when they get older. Let's move on. Because, baby, we get encouraged today. All right. Now, this one is crowd participation. Baby. Because I already know I may do the next show downstairs, so I do have a soundboard because it does look like I need it. Baby, breaking generational curses, because I know the Black community is not the only community that has generational curses. Oh, generational curses. What are generational curses? In layman's terms, they are curses passed down. Sometimes willing, knowing, sometimes unknowing, from generation to generation to generation. Things like toxic masculinity. It's generational curse. It is. It is. Oh God, there's so many. The praying away, you can pray everything away. Now, sometimes your ass need to go there. So sit on a couch and talk to somebody for $75 an hour. Sometimes your ass needs therapy. You cannot just throw the blood of Jesus on everything. Jesus is going to run out of blood. He's going to run out of blood because you're throwing it on everything. Leave that poor man alone sometimes. Just leave him alone. Quit tossing his blood everywhere. Sometimes you need to figure out things on you by yourself, and just telling somebody to pray it away or they'll be okay. To me, a generational curse is invalidating feelings. And that can go for anybody. It doesn't even have to be your kids. You can do it to other family members. Generational curse, another generational curse that we have to stop doing is stop protecting these pedophiles and these abusive people in our family. Stop that. You will throw your gay child out the house because you know that's a sin, that's against the Bible. But you know, Uncle Freddie back there been playing with all the girls and the boys since they was born. But he still gets to sit at the table on Sunday, and his Sunday is best. And everybody in the whole family know that he's not right. Then the first thing they do is, no, baby, don't let your kids over there by him. No, put his ass in jail. Why is he sitting at y'all table? And y'all know this man is a monster. Stop that. The first time anybody touch one of mine, if they live, to make it to the jailhouse, they're going to jail. Oh, they're going to jail. They're just not going to be in the same state that they were when before the police got there. Because you know, when the police got there, they weren't bloody. They weren't, possibly stabbed up or shot up. All of those things. They probably had all their bones intact. But when the police get there, they're not going to be the same. I'll just let you know. Stop that. Suppressing emotions. Stop that. Let these people express themselves, because it is so many broken people running around here suppressing emotions because they were not allowed to express them, because they were seen as disrespect. If you tell your mama you don't like what she did, that makes you upset, you're being disrespectful. No, mammy, you need to listen to why your child is upset and what you did. You need to be held accountable for what you did, apologize, and move on. There's nothing wrong with apologizing to your child. There's nothing wrong with loving and making your child feel like they are wanted and loved. And that's one thing in the Black community that and I will say we, because sometimes I've had to check myself. We need to stop that. We need to stop. How can I word this? Taking our children's feelings and feeling like it's a personal attack on us. If your child is upset by something that you did, own up to it, apologize, and change the behavior. The best way to apologize is change behavior. Don't just say, oh, I'm sorry, and then you do the same goddamn thing. You're not sorry. You're not sorry. The best form of apology is change behavior. Take that and grow. Because you want that person, you want your child to be the best person. You need to be the best person as well. I'm just saying. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. My girls had a counselor that came to the house. She sure did. Once a week. Baby came right up there. Dogs knew and everything. That chick sat down and ate food and everything out of my house. She was family. Baby, you could tell them that wasn't their sister. She had their back. The best way. Baby, that was Miss Tiffany. I think they had Miss Tiffany about a year. That woman was a lifesaver. Yeah, that too. That too. That too. I hate that the homophobia within the Black community is atrocious. It is atrocious. We all want to teach our children, oh, love thy neighbor and love everyone as Jesus loves. But as soon as they say that they're gay or trans or lesbian or non-binary or queer, I'm trying to get all the alphabets now. I'm trying to get all the alphabets. There's a lot of them. I'm sorry. Um, and all of a sudden, you want to throw the Bible at them. You want to throw them out the house. Oh, they're a failure. Oh, they're this. Oh, they're no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's get a vial of this Jesus blood that you want to throw around. Let's get a vial of that. You know, you want to plead the blood. Let's plead the blood. Now, that's not going to change nothing. But throwing this child out because they're gay is ridiculous. But y'all love the family abuser. Y'all love them. Oh, y'all love that pastor that's sleeping with his wife, half the congregation, half the little boys, and the goat down the street. You love him, but you hate your child. And you want to throw the Bible in that. Oh, somewhere in Leviticus said this. But did you read everywhere else? Thank you, baby. I say, baby, I know they adding letters. And I love every last one of them. I'm trying to keep up. With them. But thank you. There you are. That too. These folks need to know their kids' boundaries. Everybody child not a genius. I'm sorry. Everybody child's not a genius. They're not. Having a genius is very rare. So to treat every child that you have like they're a genius and expect something glorious out of every child that you had is very misleading for you and that child. So y'all need, yeah, they can't handle it. Oh, yes, peer pressure. That was a class that we had in school. I don't know if they're doing it now, but you have to teach your children that it's okay to stand alone. You don't have to be a part of something all of the time. It's okay to have your own mind because peer pressure will fuck you the fuck up. And it's not just children, some adults are affected by peer pressure. And I can't say that I don't understand because a lot of people are not strong willed. I'm not saying that everybody is weak, but some people are stronger than others, and some people are swayed differently by others, and some people stand alone. I had to learn that the hard way because I was one of them people pleasers. Now I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care anymore. It took me 39 years to get here. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, yeah. Being anti-healthcare, that is something that is killing us very quickly. And that's not even over the vaccine. I'm saying period. Because I hear a lot of people because I'm a dialysis tech. I'm cleaning my screen, y'all. And it's a lot of patients in there that say they wish they listened to the doctor. Because the doctor can't tell them nothing. God runs my life. And the doctor telling you that your blood pressure is 300 over 250, you need to change your lifestyle. You need to do this, you that. Oh, he's not God. He can't tell me. Okay. Okay. And a lot of that has to do with the treatment of Black people in the medical field. I'm not talking to you, Sam. Thank you. Did I say the keyword? I don't know. Anyway, baby, Samuel L. Jackson was talking to me. That's the voice of our Alexa. So, um, because I mean, Tuskegee, a whole lot of studies. I did a whole show on blacks in the healthcare. So I mean, I get it, but you also need to you're gonna have to trust somebody, especially when it comes to your health, because you want to live as long as you possibly can. So I mean, I do get it, but hopefully it will get better. I really can't speak too much on the healthcare system because I'm going through my own thing with the healthcare system. But I get it. I can't stand this. Black people, stop this. Christians, stop this. Forcing religion down folks' throat is like one of the most annoying things in the world to me. Because I'm not gonna knock nobody's belief. Believe what you believe. But you cannot force what you believe down my throat. You can't. I'm sorry. And Christians, I'm not even gonna say black people because some Christians are bad at that. And if you're not if you're not a Christian, you're a devil worshiper. Like, let that go. Just just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Yeah, we need to learn from our past mistakes, correct them, and move on. It's like we want everybody else to, grow up and change systems for the betterment of everyone else. We need to change some systems too to better ourselves. Yes, we do. So, baby, okay. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Yeah, a lot of people do have a lot of irrational thinking. I will agree with that. Is it a generational curse? Could it be depending on what the irrational thought is? So, like I always tell everyone, you are your child's first teacher. You are the first voices that they hear. You are the first mannerisms and attitudes that they pick up. So just walk down the street with me. If you are batshit crazy, you're teaching your child to be batshit crazy. So irrational thinking, I can see that because you are teaching your child your irrational thoughts, and then that becomes ingrained in them, and that becomes a character flaw in that person. So it can go either way on that one. So yeah, I get that one. What is next? Oh, what I said in the beginning of the show, when I'm administering to y'all, I'm administering to myself because I am so guilty of this. Oh, this is so loud, it's deafening. Like, can y'all hear? Because all I hear is this. I don't hear anything else but this. This is all I hear because it's so loud. I just really stopped babying my about a few years ago. I mean, I did everything. Yes, I still allow them to do things for themselves, but cookie, like if I would tell them clean room, clean room, clean room, and they didn't clean it the way that I thought it should be, I'll go in there and clean their room. Or if Dex tell them to do something and they don't do it fast enough, I just go in there and do it. Things like that. I Stop babying these grown ass teenagers. This is the time where they need to be creating boundaries, finding out who they are, what they like. It's time for them to be, making a roadmap to their future. And if we're babying them and we're hindering them and we're not allowing them to be great, they're going to be looking us in our face all day life. Like, all their life. This is the time where you need to be teaching them how to balance a checkbook. Do we write checks? No. All people write checks. But still, they should know basic math and how to take care of a bank account. They should know this is the time when they should be learning how to fill out job applications. They should be learning how to fill out an application, period. Period. They got to do it for everything. Going to school, they got to fill out applications. To get into programs, they got to fill out applications. These are the times where you need to be teaching them life skills, cooking, cleaning. I have a teenager right now that both of them, how to teach them how to properly clean, not spot clean, this pick up shit that you can see, move stuff, sweep around it, wipe things down, take the appliances off the counters, wipe the counters down, learning how to take apart the top of the stove so you can get up under there and all this, that. Like, these are things that you need to be teaching them now, because if you go in their house and they stove look like they cooking crack on it, you can't do nothing but get mad at yourself because you didn't teach them how to properly clean the stove. If your child, you go in the bathroom and the ground is crunchy because, you didn't show them how to sweep and mop and do all these other things, and you look at their tub and they got 5 different rings on their tub, and you sitting here like, oh my God, this place is nasty, but you never really took the time to teach them how to clean a tub or how to scrub down a shower or get some lime away to get, the soap scum and stuff off your showers and things like that, because you just went in there and did it. So now your child is living in a bando because you didn't teach them the right proper skills. You can't get mad at your child. Just get mad at yourself. And all your child can do is boil noodles and make Totino's pizza rolls. Like, they're basically living off of noodles and pizza rolls, and their skin is looking greasy and broke out because they don't know how to cook anything else. They can't boil water. They don't even know how to shuck corn, things like that. Stop babying these kids. Let them do it themselves. Let them learn. Let them fall and bump their head. Yes. Shoot. Shut up. I'm working on it. Yeah. But I feel that is something that they need to know, because what if one day the app go down and you need to know how much money you got and how much you spending, and you sit here like, my mom know how much money I got, so you just swiping until it's declined and you sitting here looking crazy. No, these are things that you need to know how to do, because these apps have handicapped a whole lot of us. These cell phones have handicapped us. We took the girls out the other day and put money in their bank accounts, and Arissa is pulling out an app, putting in how much she is spending. And me and Dex sitting here looking like, we just gave you such and such amount. It's basic math. She's like, yeah, I'm just going to let the app do it. And I'm sitting here like, it's basic math. So, yeah. Baby, teach your kids. Teach them. Stop babying them. Let them fall or bump their head. Let them burn some cookies. Let them burn some chicken a few times. Burn a pork chop or two. That's how they learn. That's how they learn. If they do have an account, you give them the money to put into that account, see what they do. If that some bitch go on in red, then they gonna know. Next time they get some money, it's going to them fees. Oh, believe me, they'll learn. They will learn. let them fill out applications. Go. I know a lot of people don't have paper applications anymore, but if you do find a place that has a paper application, let your child get to your kid. Here, fill it. This is what a job application looks like. These are the questions. So when they fill out their first job application, they not calling you like, Mama, what's my social? Mama, it say previous address. Is that the address that we used to live in? Or is that, baby, let them figure it out. Exactly. Exactly. I said I'm working on it because at times I will get tired and I will do it. I didn't say I was perfect when it comes to that, but life skills. I'm on that. But if I get tired, I'll go down there, clean half the kitchen. I won't clean it all. Shut up. Anyway, stop babying these teenagers. This is the most critical time when they are learning how to survive on their own. Because when you drop them off at college and they're sitting here like, what next? They don't know how to wash their clothes. They don't know how to fold shirts properly. They don't know how to clean. They don't know, time management. Teach these kids time management. Because the youngest one, we got to get her online in a year. And baby, she is horrible with deadlines. Get them used to deadlines. They're going to have deadlines at school. They're going to have deadlines at work. They go let them know. Baby, help these kids out. Get them ready. Because, baby, it's crazy. Honey, if your child wants to get a little 4-hour job, let them earn their money, work for their money. It will be the best teacher. If your child wants to, some kids are starting businesses. My child draws and she's thinking about doing commissions. Baby, that's your money. Go on make your commissions. You will earn your own money. Yeah. Learn to be their own boss. Exactly. Exactly. You gotta teach them. You gotta teach them young. Honey, these folks is trying to start stuff at 40 years old. All of a sudden, you want to be a rapper and all that. Baby, that's a whole. You did not learn how to live at 40. Come on, baby. We gotta get better prepared. We already talking about this. This is the last thing, teaching life lessons. We already went through that, baby. Need teach these babies how to cook, clean. Hell, walk a dog. Some folks don't know how to take care of a dog. Get your child a dog to take care of if you have one. Our child, we got 2 dogs, and Akia walks Athena, and Arissa walks Eden. And that teaches them empathy. It teaches them, they have a time by a certain time the dogs have to be walked, or I'm just gonna open up the door and let them in your room. I'm just saying. That me. I'm gonna knock on your door with the dog and open up the door. Let the dog come tear your room up. Yeah. If you have, and I'm telling you, it's somebody out here that's gonna buy it. It's somebody out here that's gonna like it and buy it. So yeah. 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 I'm saying giving them little responsibilities. They know by a certain time they got to be up, even on Saturday. They got to be up by a certain time to walk the dog. I feed the dog, me or Dex feeds the dog, but you can at least do that. And they wash the dogs unless they need like a deep down scrubbing, because our dogs give the girls hell for some reason. But when Dex washes them, they're fine. But yeah, they would drag them kids all across the backyard. Even the little one would drag Arissa across their backyard if she tried to give them a bath. So, but we still, they still give them, they bathe them, they take them out. Just life skills. Hell, give them a goldfish, give them something of responsibility, so they learn that for every action there is a reaction, good or bad. If you don't take the dog out and it takes and the shit's on the floor, you gotta clean it up. That's on you. They pee on the floor, you gotta clean it up. Next time you gotta have them walk by a certain time. Teacher's responsibility. Yes. So we went through a lot today. Let's do like a little recap. Parenting starts from birth. From the time that child fall out your cat, you need to be trying to make sure that they are the best human being for this world. Love versus survival. Some kids are raised on love, some kids are raised on survival. And you will know the child that is raised on survival and raised on love. Most of the kids who are raised on survival do not know how to communicate, do not know how to express themselves. And 9 times out of 10, they are the ones that's running around here bullying. Then the child who was raised on love is loving, has boundaries, respects other people's they're usually ones that are bullying, but teach your child. Because I taught mine how to defend themselves. Mine got a smart mouth and a left hook. So we're not even going to get into that. But allow your child to express themselves, because hey, learning how to effectively communicate is something that will best thing for them throughout life. Throughout life, they'll be a better person for it. Support them. Support your children. Show love and support, but do not set them up for failure. Supporting them and blowing smoke up their ass is 2 different things. Know your child's limitations. Every child is not the best. Every child is not a genius. Do not set them up for failure, but support them throughout life in the things that they do in a positive way. And talk amongst yourself for breaking generational curses, because each generation has their own different curses that do not need to be passed down from generation to generation to generation, because generational curses is what's holding us back. We want everything else to change around us, but then don't want us to change. We need to change too. Stop babying these grown as teenagers. I am number 1 for this, and I know that I should not, but it's hard because of my babies. And I know I'm not the only mother that does that. Let these children fall and bump their heads, teach them right from wrong, and let them figure out their own paths in their life, because we are not immortal. We cannot do everything for our children, and they need to figure it out in order to be a better functioning person, because that's what we want our children to be. Functioning, independent organisms outside of ourselves. Teach life skills, proper way to cook, proper way to clean, proper way to wash your ass, because there are some people out here that do not know how to wash that ass appropriately. Hell, it's people out here that can't even wipe right. They wiping back to front and wondering why they got BV and everything else going on. Wondering why they walking around here smelling like a crab salad in a dumpster, because you can't even wipe your ass right. Teach them how to buy the proper deodorant. All that other stuff. Show them how to use credit cards and teach them about and that's wonderful. But let's try to turn that survival mentality into a loving mentality. You probably weren't here for the first part of it, when I actually went through loving and surviving, but being taught being raised on survival with no boundaries and taught that fear is respect, you are lectured instead of communicated with. You say something and all of a sudden they just talk over you and try to tell you how you need to feel, and you're trying to talk and then they're talking over you. Because I have a saying, if I'm talking and you're talking over me, that means you're not listening. So you're basically invalidating what I am saying. So basically, all you're doing is shoving your opinions and your thoughts at me because you basically don't want to hear or even care about what I have to say. And making your child's feelings, invalidating their feelings, that is another way of raising my survival. Because like if you just invalidate everything they say, they coming to you and say that they're sad, and then all of a sudden you go on a rant about how they, oh, it's impossible, you shouldn't be sad, you're such and such and such years old, and I pay all the bills here and you don't do anything. The only thing you have to do is go to school, and you just invalidated everything that child said. You just made them feel this small. And the next time that they're feeling a certain type of way, they won't come to you because they know that you're not going to hear them out. You're not going to let them know that that is okay. And that's not right. So I'm not for just raising children like that. I'm not for that. Okay, well, I'm finna end this anyway. So we finna go to the last sip. This is the end of the show that's called the last sip. Sometimes it's just my last little thought. Sometimes it's on topic, sometimes it's not topic. And mine kind of is on topic. Um, love your children, but do not overlove them. Love, discipline your children. There's nothing wrong with disciplining your children. Am I saying go across their head with a bat? No. Am I saying punch them in the face and shift their fronts to the side? No. Disciplining your children does not have to be physical. You can take things away. You can ground them. You can do other forms because sometimes that hurts more than a whooping. Because sometimes you can whoop a child and they go back to whatever they're doing. Because some kids can take a 5 minute whooping, wipe their face. They still got they switch. They still got their TV. They still got the internet. They still have all these other things. You're really not teaching them anything. You're just teaching them to be sneaky. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, love, respect your children. Sometimes they need to hear that. Somebody else, but you just don't have the balls to say it. So let me say it for you. Go ahead and share it with them. Be like, hey, check it out. I like what she's talking about. But you kind of telling them what you want to say. That's fine. Let me say for you because I ain't scared. What they gonna do? They ain't gonna check me. But anyway, yes, like, comment, and share. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I think I have that down there. IG. All that down there. Follow me, subscribe, and I will see y'all next week. Same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. And I got something brewing for y'all that y'all might like. It's coming out soon. I'm going to let y'all know when it hits. So, hey, let me get up out of here because this internet is acting stupid. So, I will see y'all. Love y'all so much. Until next week. See y'all. Okay, so it's not going to end? Okay, there we go.